Hey there, this mural is being painted on an airplane hangar door. There is the rough sketch my client initially sent over along with the final mock-up that he chose in the end. There were 101 stars, 50 per flag, and then of course the big one in the middle. There is a YouTube video by Shoo Rayner Drawing that was really helpful in getting all these stars sketched out. I will link that to the bottom. The circle that goes in the center, it was right where the truss is going to stick out. So I went ahead and sketched out the top of the circle directly on the door, put some paper over it, traced it again, and then transferred it to the bottom. This way I could get a nice perfect circle, or really set of circles, all the way around, and everything would be nice and uniform. This video is not sponsored, but maybe it could be in the future. I used Sherwin-Williams exterior acrylic latex paint for this project. I will write the colors down below. My client specifically requested this be done as a wash instead of an opaque layer of paint. If we were going for full opacity, I would have gone about this project completely differently, but for the wash, it was the right way to go. For the white, it was about a 1-to-1 ratio of paint to water. Here is some brush strokes that are more in real time. I did my cut lines to get a nice straight edge and then blended them out because that wood is soaking in this paint. And if I don't blend it pretty quickly, then you get a really hard edge of paint that when other layers go on top of it, you can still see that edge. So it was a lot of paint, blend, paint, blend. So it went in with the wood grain and had the proper opacity after it got sucked in. My client actually went through and used a torch to char all of the wood on the outside of this door. That way that beautiful grain would show through. You can see in some spot where I'll go through and touch up specific areas. That way it has even more contrast to highlight the wood grain. I love it when friendly dogs come around for little head scratches. All of it had at least 3 coats, which I edited out of the video because it's kind of boring to watch the same spot get painted over and over and over again. There were a few stars that I would do 4 and 5 coats of paint, and there was one star I had to do 7 coats of paint to get it to the proper opacity, because that section of wood was just extra thirsty. My client is a truck enthusiast, for classic trucks especially, and he pulled up his rig so you could take a picture of it, and that was just really touching to me. I was very grateful for the large overhang for this roof because there were a few days where I was painting and it was just raining like crazy, and I was dry the entire time. It was really quite fantastic. Again, there's some real-time brush strokes, but watching paint dry is really boring, so here's more time lapse. The blue paint was at a ratio of about 1-to-1. The black was also done 1 part paint to 1 part water. And again, depending on the section, just to try and get everything to look even or to highlight the grain, they were getting 2 and 3 coats minimum for the black and the blue. Because red is just classically transparent, I did about 2 parts or 2.5 parts paint to 1 part water just to get a really nice even wash on this wall. Lots and lots of cutting and blending, but it was really fun to do, and I love doing Americana projects along with all sorts of projects. If you are also in the market for custom artwork, you can reach me through my website, which I will link below. I am currently working out of Washington State, although for the right projects I have paintbrushes and I will travel. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.